So they finally dropped it. Sentry versus Superboy Prime. My money's on Superboy Prime, to be honest. I just don't see Sentry beating a character like this. I've heard things about this character. I'm absolutely disgusted at his capabilities. I'm sickened, actually. I've known about him for years. I'm actually sickened. What a disgusting character he is. Disgustingly powerful. Hold on. I'm gonna get a drink. He looked like he got taken over by Venom.
Sentry versus
That's the Void.
Superboy Prime.
These two Dark Supermen prove that sometimes
Dark
absolute
Superman.
power corrupts absolutely.
He's Wiz and
Yep.
I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
One superhero stands alone at the peak of Marvel Comics. He's a brilliant scientist and
Does he though?
the Golden
The
Guardian
peak?
of Good.
I don't know,
the
man. He got his
Sentry.
ass handed to him a
Makes it
few
all the
times.
more mysterious when all of humanity forgot about him, as though he never
Oh.
existed in the first place.
What
Oh.
if the reason we forgot Sentry is that he wanted to be forgotten?
To save us from himself.
As the story goes, Robbie Reynolds was just your average, ordinary high school teen until the day he accidentally drank this super soldier serum.
Of course he did.
At that moment, Robbie was imbued with the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns.
That's
becoming one of the
insane.
strongest superheroes in existence.
That's gonna be one hell of a bowel movement. And what better way to use his new powers than to become a sentry to all mankind?
In a never-ending crusade against his devious arch-nemesis, the Void.
He's
I
got
forgot he used to wear a
classic,
mask.
I can't believe he's not Kryptonian superpowers, like super strength, speed, durability, and flight.
He can spot you from miles away.
He's definitely a
or even
Kryptonian
hear
clone.
Butterflies sneeze
I mean, his whole
across the
power is
planet.
sun related.
Butterflies sneeze?
No.
Well, Sentry cells absorb and
Ooh.
process the sun's rays.
Oh.
And if he wants to, he can fire that solar energy
Oh,
right back
that's
into a
bad for
powerful
Sentry.
laser, or bend light away to turn invisible, or use it to make force fields.
That's really. This is a bad matchup.
Power from anywhere and everywhere.
He uses
When he
sunlight.
shrunk down to subatomic size, he started pulling energy from the microverse instead. And despite being microscopic, his punches were strong enough to destroy planets, even while holding back.
Sentry can teleport, communicate telepathically, and even read and mess with minds.
He's
There's
also
more going
a
for him.
genius with a super
The
brain
telepath.
comparable to Tony Stark and Reed Richards. He's even built his own watchtower
What?
with an advanced AI that is
Well, are you
constantly
serious?
monitoring the
And he's a
planet's
genius.
threats.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, he's like the Avengers all in one. Why do there even need to be any other superheroes?
Indeed.
I didn't know he was smart, to be
Sentry is
honest.
More than strong enough to take on Marvel's heaviest hitters, like his famous battle.
I
with
had
the
no
Green
idea.
Scar Hulk, where Black Bolt,
thought he was
Iron Man, and
Ed.
Doctor Strange failed. The Sentry was the only one who stood against the Hulk's full power.
Look at him though. He didn't win that fight.
Thor, who collapsed an infinite number of timelines into one by clashing with another Thor.
The Sentry is incredibly fast.
That's
too,
multiversal.
Who can bend space and speed blitz Ares, who can move within Planck time, the smallest unit of time possible in our universe.
He's stated to be as fast as the Heralds of
Jesus
Galactus,
Christ.
like the Silver
I still don't
Surfer,
think he's gonna
who
win.
once outraced the multiverse blowing up.
But we're already going crazy. Like, what are we doing?
Back in time. So you'd think Sentry would be able to handle some punk in a trench coat.
But it wasn't so simple. The Void was everywhere that the Sentry wasn't.
If Sentry saved people from a burning building, Void would crash an airplane. If Sentry healed a person's broken back, Void would give someone else cancer.
Jesus
What an asshole.
Christ.
Every good act the Sentry performs, the Void commits an evil one. Because the truth was, the Sentry and the Void were one and the same.
Bum, bum, plot twist. Turns out Sentry's whole origin story was a lie. Robbie Reynolds wasn't a 60s high schooler beating up bullies like some Jack Kirby comic.
In reality, Bob Reynolds was a schizophrenic meth addict who drank
Oh.
the Sentry serum just to get high. And the
What
Void
the
was,
fuck?
in reality, a malevolent godlike entity bonded to Bob that was the literal angel of death.
Yes, from the Bible. When
Why is the
Moses
angel of
and
death
Pharaoh with
evil?
The dead firstborns. That's him, apparently.
And this being
If it
manifests
serves
as the
God.
dark side of Bob's shattered psyche, a villainous alter ego with all of his power. Too much power for any one man to handle. The only way to destroy the Void was to also destroy the
So
Sentry.
this dude's a
So
fucking
Bob
angel.
did something crazy. With help from Reed's tech, he used his own psychic powers to erase himself from everyone's past, present, and future, including his own.
Warping the perception of reality of every single person on the planet. They would no longer remember him or even recognize anything
Spider-Man knows
remotely
what that's like.
related to him. A picture of the Sentry would still technically exist, but in your mind's eye, including Bob's, it isn't there.
Great. Everyone knows repressing your problems always makes them better.
But Bob's memories eventually clawed their way back, in part thanks to Norman Osborn.
What did he
Green
do?
Goblin,
God damn
and his
it.
desire to
Dark
somehow
Avengers?
control the Void. So Norman had the Thunderbolts murder Bob's wife Lindy in order
Wow.
to, you know, the Angel of Death.
Yeah, try controlling the kind of guy who can throw hands with Molecule Man, who somehow
Oh,
is
shit.
one of the strongest beings in all of Marvel.
Yeah,
At his
his
peak,
name
he's
is pretty
got almost
self-explanatory, to be
complete
honest.
control over the multiverse. So yeah, good luck with that one, Norm.
Molecule Man was another mentally unstable god whose power fluctuates based on their self-confidence. In a
That's
way,
funny.
sort of kindred spirit to Bob.
It was then that Bob discovered the true source of his own powers, his own control over molecules. Yeah, you can do that too.
The Sentry can create and destroy matter.
So there's no
on a
point in
scale,
Molecule Man
able to
existing anymore
break you
then.
apart at the molecular level, or conjure an entire new reality from scratch, all with just a wave of his hand, like Dr. Manhattan.
He can also regenerate his body from any kind of damage, like being burnt to a skeleton or getting Dr. Manhattan.
Excuse me, he has a healing factor?
Wave of his hand, like Dr. Manhattan.
He can also regenerate his
Oh
body from
my
any kind of
God,
damage,
it just
like
doesn't
being
stop.
burnt to a skeleton or getting Dr. Manhattan himself.
As long as one single solitary atom remains, the Sentry is unkillable.
And Void's got all of this and more. Except
Oh
he doesn't
my
hold
God.
back. He can shapeshift, create hurricanes, trap you in darkness, possess your body, and devour your soul.
With his
I still
infinite
think
tendrils,
Superboy
the
has
Void
this.
takes control of the victim's
This is
mind
crazy.
and tortures them with the memories of past traumas and nightmares.
Oh, that's just foul.
He killed Loki. He wrecked Asgard.
He killed
The
Loki.
Fantastic Four, the Inhumans, and the X-Men teaming up all at once could barely handle him.
I mean, look-
Void
look at
is
that.
one
What
of
is
the
that?
Biggest bads in Marvel. Great fucking job, Norm. I'm something
Fucking
more than
dumbass.
myself.
The only way forward, the only way for Bob to save everyone, including himself, was to do something he never imagined. Let
Oh.
the Void in.
By refusing to repress his darker half any
He beat Blue Marvel. He beat Doom. This dude was on a crash out of the century, huh?
Sentry and Void merged and became stronger than the sum of their parts.
One being now free to finally live his life without the crushing weight of self-hatred and fear.
Maybe, but this is the Void we're talking about. What if Bob just has a new puppet
Oh,
master
boy.
who's only letting him think
He's going on
in
a crash out of
control?
the
As long
century.
as the Void exists, it's just another revolution in
No
that
pun
same
intended.
endless cycle. It remains to be seen whether even death itself can break that wheel.
Yeah,
He'll
bro.
be
He
back.
got ripped in half by
Sentry's
Null.
gone, but not forgotten. He'll never be forgotten again.
Was he merged when that happened? Was he merged when Null tore his ass apart? Because that was diabolical. And the funny thing is that they made that happen to Sentry because he did that to someone else. That was the whole shocking part about that. It's literally frame for frame. Frame for frame was exactly the same pose Sentry was in when he did it. Null did the same thing to him.
Death itself can break that wheel.
He'll be back. Sentry is gone, but not forgotten. He'll never be forgotten again.
Jeez. That was freaky. I still
Do
think
you
Superboy
believe
has this.
A man can fly.
Yeah, Wiz, but in the pages of DC Comics,
I mean, what he
everyone in
does.
the radiated six-dimensional gorilla mother can do it.
Well, what about in the real world? Not Earth 1 or Earth 2, but our own Earth. Earth Prime.
The Earth of you, me, and Clark Kent. A totally normal boy from New England who just happened to share a name with that comic book
Here we
character.
go.
Mere coincidence.
Here we
Until
go.
the day Clark took a leap of faith and believed he could fly.
And he did. Surprise, surprise, Clark was
That's
actually
insane.
from the planet Krypton. which apparently exists in our universe now? Anyway, the real Superman, the one from all those comics he loved, showed up just in time to give him the skinny on being Superboy.
How?
He could have chosen me! I believe I can fly!
So this is not our world then.
Clark had all your classic Kryptonian powers: flight, heat vision, microscopic and telescopic sight, Arctic breath. It was the dream that every little boy had finally come true.
Ow.
Where'd it go wrong?
Just in time for his universe, our universe, to be annihilated literally 1 month later in DC Comics.
What the hell?
Armageddon, the Crisis on Infinite Earths. We're canonically
Jeez.
dead since 1986, apparently.
With everyone he knew and loved gone, Clark took shelter in a pocket dimension with other cosmic refugees. Now an anachronism in DC's new, rebooted, post-crisis continuity, Clark was forced to watch as the comics landscape changed before his eyes. As stories became darker and morally complex, as heroes failed to be the paragons of good he saw them as in his childhood.
As someone else got to be
Oh
Superboy.
boy.
Some people change. Can't stand to see a world that doesn't look the way it did when they were a child. The day needed to be saved by Superboy, the real Superboy, Superboy Prime.
So
Here
he
we
did
go.
what Superboy would do. Punch really hard. He punched his way out of the dimension so hard.
That's what that frame is from?
Rippled through the universe and retconned DC Comics. Superboy was back, and he was gonna fix
These
comic books
Kryptonians, bro.
forever. Hell yeah!
No matter how many fake heroes got in his way.
Oh shit! Super Chud Prime isn't just your ordinary Kryptonian. Oh no, he's pre-crisis.
As in, from before the crisis on
Oh, yeah.
comical.
When
Yeah.
Superman could sneeze solar systems apart, or
They're
toss
fighting a-
galaxy of planets behind
He's
him like
almost
he
a
was
God
Or
character.
clash with another Kryptonian so hard, they generated enough power to restore an infinite number of timelines.
Get ready to hear that word a lot. My favorite is the time Superman flew so fast he broke the light barrier, the time barrier, and even the bonds of
Jesus
infinity.
Christ.
I wonder if these writers ever imagined this bullshit.
Yeah, we're not having
would
another
arguments
Goku
for the
versus
next
Superman debate
half-century.
ever.
No, not that I'm complaining. That's how I get paid.
Prime would know he is a self-described power scaler's dream.
Huh. You think he's heard about us?
We can only hope not.
Did he actually
As a
say
Kryptonian
that?
with an ul-
Huh. You think he's
Oh, that's so cringe. Oh, and I love a good tournament arc. Wait a minute, this is from a recent comic. This is from a recent comic. Whoever made him say that watched a lot of. That's the only reason why I know about him, to be honest, because of Power Scaler videos. That's the only reason why I know about this character. And I just don't see Sentry coming out of this, man.
described power scaler's dream.
Huh.
His healing factor is the only thing he has going for him,
Only
really.
hope not. As a Kryptonian with an ultra-dense molecular structure, he should also share many having his atomic bonds weakened or getting his energy drained. Kryptonians like Superman can withstand more esoteric attacks too. They can actively resist mental attacks by outthinking them, and their souls can resist being destroyed.
All thanks
More
to
Kryptonian
Earth's good old
bullshit.
yellow sun fueling his cells. And unlike that post-crisis super fraud
Oh
who
my
gets
God.
weaker without sunlight.
Which constantly feeds him solar energy.
Oh my god,
which
why is he
really
wearing
burned
that, bro?
made From the
Weaker without sunlight, Prime's got it covered.
with a suit of armor made from the corpse of the Anti-Monitor, which constantly
That's
feeds
so
him solar
hard.
energy. Literally wearing the pelt of the monster who destroyed his universe, just to be better and stronger than Superman.
Because that's what he thinks he is. Superman with better feats and scaling. Superman, but real.
Superman, if he was a fucking idiot.
Man, but real. Superman with better feats and scaling. Superman, but real.
Superman, if he was a fucking idiot. Okay, sure, he has the same hyper-efficient brain that all Kryptonians have, but when it came to being a superhero, he was a violent, immature moron.
Exactly what you'd expect from a kid
Oh my
who never
God.
grew up and never learned to hold back. Instead of saving Earth's heroes, he started massacring them. And let's be real, there's a part of him that knows that editorial will just bring them all back eventually.
He's battled the Doom Patrol, Justice Society, Teen Titans, and 3 Flashes at once. He effortlessly murdered
3
the Ultimate
Flashes.
Universe Justice League, and even killed his rival, Connor Kent, the new effortlessly murdered an alternate universe Justice League, and even killed his rival, Connor Kent, the new Superboy. Even as other Kryptonians grew in power to become comparable to their pre-crisis iterations, Prime still held an advantage
That's
because
crazy.
he never held back.
Like the time he tore apart the Monarch's armor, accidentally unleashing the Big Bang in his face, destroying the universe,
And
he
he
was
tanked it.
fine.
Or the time the universe blew himself up in an attempt to stop Prime, blasting him into the multiverse atom by atom, and that only made Prime stronger.
Or the time he
That's-
fought a potential future version of himself who became a god of time. And instead of teaming up, Prime stupidly attacked him and accidentally retconned themselves both out of existence.
Oh.
Which sent him home, back to his original universe, our universe. Except now everyone he knew, his parents, his girlfriend Lori, had been reading his comics. They knew what he had become, and they were terrified.
Why do they think that's real? This is so weird. So they actually believe that comic books are real? We read about what you've gone. This is so weird as hell. So they read a comic book and said, this is what our son went through. If it was a newspaper, it would have been one thing, but an illustration. That's so trippy. I mean, they're right. Don't get me wrong, but it's so trippy.
Everyone he knew, his parents, his girlfriend Lori, had been reading his comics. They knew what he had become.
It's a
and they
drawing,
were
Dad.
terrified.
Once again,
It's
forced to
drawing
watch
Dad.
as his heroes progressed without him. He pored over comic after comic, learning everything about DC.
And a little bit of Marvel.
Only
Wait, what was that?
after comic, learning everything
Oh, okay. Wow, that's the old DC Universe website.
about DC.
And a little bit of Marvel.
Only to discover
Whoa!
his worst
Black Spider-Man.
possible nightmare.
Not only would he never get to be Superman, he wasn't even a super villain that people liked. Turns out, power levels
shit.
aren't everything.
So, naturally, he flew to DC headquarters and attacked the people
Yup.
writing his own comic.
Like some infinitely recursive meta hell.
Prime had become a whiny,
Deadpool did something
petulant,
similar in one of his
reactionary fanboy. Wiz, you think he's the guy posting on
Is this
the
what he was
Reddit?
supposed to
At the
be?
peak of his violent temper tantrum, he murdered the Golden Age Superman, the original Superman. Action Comics #1.
Oh.
The first superhero.
Instead of restoring DC's glorious past, Prime beat it to death. He needed to change.
And that opportunity came when this alternate universe Jokerized Batman Who Laughs threatened
Oh
to
my
destroy
God.
all of reality.
Prime was drafted to help save
The
the
Batman
day,
Who
and
Laughs.
it turned out he was the only Superboy who could.
Remember that time
He's gonna
Prime
sacrifice
punched
himself to do it or
reality so hard
something?
he retconned DC Comics?
It's the fact that he attacked his writers is the reason why I don't
Due to
think
his
Sentry
repeated
could win.
excursions across the multiverse, Prime became a space-time anomaly, and he slowly learned how to manipulate reality itself with his fists.
I guess you could call it his retcon punch.
At first, its effects were random, like bringing Jason Todd back to life or
The
restoring
hell?
Beast Boy's memories. But he started to use it to rewrite continuity to fix the evil universes of the Batman Who Laughs.
Giving
Oh, wow.
them and all the characters
He actually became a
inside
good
of
guy?
three endings. You know,
I didn't hear about that.
That's what Superman has always
I only
done.
heard of all the
He's
terrible
the
shit
bad
he's
guy
done.
so hard he saves the day.
Prime can punch hard enough to enter the time stream, seemingly exit the comic medium entirely.
Oh my
and even
God.
defeat the nigh omnipotent Darkest Knight.
Who was powerful enough to beat Perpetua, the goddess who created all of DC Comics? The whole show-
I didn't know
And
DC
Prime
Comics cosmic beings through hands. I thought they were always inactive. I didn't, because Marvel cosmic beings, like, they're just the gods of Marvel. They're always active. They're always active.
Darkest Knight so hard, he erased his entire evil multiverse.
A feat that no one actually saw happen. Prime's first true act of heroism was one that he did selflessly, and it was the first step toward becoming a true hero.
The kind of hero that Superman always secretly knew he could be. A hero who could someday
But he's alive
be
right
his
now
own
currently
issue
in
number
comics,
one.
though.
A hero like, well, Superman.
Maybe one day Prime will truly believe in himself, just like he once believed he could fly.
Damn. He actually had a good ending. But how do you give a character that OP his own series? It just won't work. It just won't work.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
I just don't see Sentry coming out of this.
Time for a
I just don't see it.
battle!
This actually reinforced that belief.
This city won't last much longer.
Sprites,
You're
cool.
behind, kid.
And mess up a superhero crossover? No way, dork. Onomatopoeia coming right up.
Is he a gag character? No. He just breaks the fourth wall a lot. Okay, he's not doing anything.
You're dealing with someone who has the power
Yeah.
of 1,000,000 exploding suns!
Big mistake, dipwad. It's
Yep.
prime time.
It's what?
Exactly. Don't use any more solar beams on him.
Are you kidding me? Another dark Superman fraud? Boring. It's cool when I do it.
That was funny. Homelander and Omni-Man were pretty good too, though. Despite not being overpowered. Hold on. Oh!
Please, stop hitting me.
He'll kill you. I'll kill you. To death.
He said the thing. Oh my god, that was freaking graphic. Can we go back? Wow.
Hi, Bob. It's time to play.
I just want to see that one frame for some reason. I know, sick, but let me see the frame real quick. I just want to see that one frame. Oh my god. Oh, he got no face.
Bye-bye, Bob. It's time to play God.
Alright, Prime, what you gonna do? He can get out of this. Wow.
Okay.
Yup.
Thinking. Definitely a crisis level threat. Luckily,
Oh.
so am I.
What?
Run all you want!
What?
Bob couldn't escape me.
Are you shitting me?
Boy. Afraid of the Dark Clark?
What the hell?
What kind of a hero are you?
How did he escape?
Whatever happened
caught him.
to Lori?
Yeah.
It's over, Clark.
He lost.
There is no,
No way.
ending. Not for you.
He fused.
Not for me. Not for anyone else. In the void.
Haven't you ever read a comic
Nah,
book,
he,
you big
yeah,
fucking
he's definitely gonna win.
nerd? There's always a happy ending.
I just trying to figure out how he caught him outside of Infinity. He's rewriting him or something. Probably retconned his existence. Yup, that's exactly what he did.
You kept talking about the Sentry. Bad dream?
No idea, Lindy. Best sleep I've had in years.
Crisis.
He ended his series and gave him therapy.
I've never seen someone beaten to death so wholesomely before.
Let's break this down into 3 chapters: their strength, intelligence, and powers.
It's
And
a
for the
death and
final
rebirth,
fight,
in a
the
way.
First question you gotta answer is, who's stronger?
Yeah, I
And
figured this was
Sentry
gonna
are
happen though.
naturally 2 of the heaviest hitters in DC.
I was surprised he was able
Really
to
capable
catch him
matching
outside of
and
Infinity though.
surpassing
I didn't think he could reach
hero-level
that far.
opponents like Superman and Thor.
Who are both strong enough to create and destroy an infinite number of timelines with their clashes. Just absolute wacky bullshit like that.
So in order to pick a winner, we have to take a close look at the strongest beings they fought: Molecule Man and the Darkest Knight.
Sentry beat the crap
Darkest
out of
Knight.
Molecule Man, but remember, Eminem's power can fluctuate a lot, and when he fought Sentry, he wasn't at his full power. So we can only
Oh.
scale this so far.
But Prime overpowered the Darkest Knight after the Mad Bat had absorbed the powers of both Perpetua and, what do you know, Dr. Manhattan.
Are you serious?
Which alone could threaten all of DC Comics.
And unlike with Molecule Man, there's nothing to suggest the Darkest Knight was holding back. In a straight brawl, Prime takes the edge in strength. But muscles aren't everything. Maybe
What a
Sentry
crazy
could figure a
character.
way around Prime's brawn with his intelligence.
While Prime does possess a super advanced Kryptonian brain, he clearly does not use it to its full extent.
It's less that he's dumb and more that he's a teenager and has a habit of crashing out.
The Sentry, on the other hand, has been compared to Tony Stark and Reed Richards, some of the most
Which is
intelligent
crazy.
people in all of Marvel Comics.
Sure, he mentally struggles with the whole Void thing, which sucks for him, but losing control to the Void only makes him more dangerous.
And as the Merge Sentry, he's operating at his peak, fully in control of his powers. In a test of wits and wills, the Sentry was the more intelligent.
But the main question in this matchup had to do with their batshit insane powers.
With the Sentry's
Yeah,
ability to
Superboys
reshape
are another
molecular
scout,
matter and
man.
warp perception of reality to such an incredible degree, his powers seem much more versatile than Prime's. Prime may be stronger, but heat vision, frost breath, and Kryptonian punches aren't going to do much in the long run against someone who can regenerate from a single atom.
Yeah.
But pre-crisis Kryptonians have actually resisted having their molecules torn apart before, and Prime should be no different. So it's not like Sentry was ever going to just Doc Manhattan him away.
Prime could still be worn down. Kryptonians have incredible stamina, but we know that sustained damage will eventually knock them out.
He
or
destroyed his
kill them.
solar armor
Unless Prime
too.
could find a way around Sentry's insane regeneration, he was toast.
Luckily for Prime, his ability to retcon away your history and mess with your whole
Yeah, that
timeline
shit
was
was
actually
just-
something Sentry had no specific resistance to.
Not only that, it was
What the
something
hell?
he's been affected by in the past.
Like the time the Scarlet Witch rewrote all of reality during House of M. Bob's continuity was rewritten like everyone else's.
Or the time Absorbing Man had the powers of a cosmic cube and warped Sentry's personal
What did he just
reality.
say?
Absorbing Man had the powers of a cosmic cube and warped Sentry's personal reality.
That's
Shit,
actually
Moonstone
crazy.
literally describes it as a reality punch.
Now, Sentry's psionic power could theoretically retcon himself from Prime's perception of reality. However, this feat required assistance from Reed Richards, and it's unlikely he could pull it off mid-fight.
Pre-crisis Kryptonians also resist a lot of mind manipulation anyway, so good luck trying.
Now, Prime hasn't always had the most perfect control over his retcon punch, so he might need more than one blow to finish the job.
But Prime was more than capable of powering through Void's scariest abilities.
Like having his soul eaten, or being cut off from sunlight. I guess that Edgelord solar armor came in handy after all.
In short, Prime could
Edgelord
resist
solar armor.
everything Sentry could throw at him, but Sentry couldn't do the same. Prime takes the final edge in powers.
With no way to easily put him down, Prime would eventually muscle his way through and retcon the Void away for good.
Sorry, Bob, defeat was unavoidable.
This was a good one.
Superboy.
I enjoyed this one. What?
Oh, hey, my pizza's here.
The hell?
The winner is
Oh.
Superboy Prime.
Pull the
Letter to
Deadpool.
editors? Oh yeah, I win. That's my Prime. Letter to the editors? Oh yeah, I win. That's right. You hack frauds really tried to lowball me, but I checked the clock and it's prime time, baby. Now, personally, that
Is this the first time he was ever
was
voiced?
such a gimme. I don't crash out. I'm a tragic hero grappling with real, intense emotion.
He
I
crashes
can be
out.
smart anytime I want. But anyway, don't subscribe, don't join as a member, don't watch Death Battle, read my comics. Prime out.
He doesn't have that
Next
many
time
comics though.
on Death Battle.
Oh, okay. Avatar versus who? Aang versus who that? Yeah, I'm not interested in that one. You missed me with that one, man. Sorry. Gonna pass on that. This is a good death battle though. This one was flint. Can I even say that? I'm not gonna say that. I gotta say that for another occasion. But no, this death battle was fire, man. Definitely. I knew the outcome before it even started, but Sentry is definitely a lot more stronger than I thought he would be. This dude is insane. Disgustingly insane. But come on, bro. Come on, bro. After the freaking introductions, we already know what was gonna happen. He came pretty close though, I will say that. Like, the fact that he caught him outside of Infinity, I just don't understand. Because they didn't mention he could do that, did he? I'm not sure. But, nah, this one was fire. When I first saw it announced, I doubted if it was even going to be worth watching. Because I had already, like, came to a conclusion that, you know, there's no way this dude was going to win. There's no way Sentry was going to win, you know? But no, it could have been close. It could have been close. But even then, I knew, like, I said to myself, if Sentry does not leave his comic book, he's not winning. If he does not leave his comic book, he's not winning. And he didn't do it. By the time they finished introducing him, I knew it was over for the man. That's all I got to say, guys. I keep saying I'm gonna do this. I really have to do it, but I have to react to one of the older death battles they dropped that I have yet to see. All right, this time I'm definitely gonna do it. All right, so I'm thinking Lantern versus Gurren Lagann. I'll do it. I mean it this time.